Why are you rushing?
I just want to beat the traffic, Preston.
Where you been?
What do you mean?
I just don't want you waking up one day saying you had enough and you're ready for me to leave.
Man, let me tell you, look, I've said this a number of times before. Destin has died, and it's been dead for the past few seasons now. And I'm just, here's what well, you know what, look, let me make sure I verbalize this correctly. I don't know what has, gone on behind the scenes, like, if Tyler writing season 6, if he knew, like, okay, by season 7, I need to have new writers because I want to, give the show up to other people so I can work on other projects. It just feels like there's a lot of rushing going on. I feel like during the first half of season 6, he had an idea of where he was taking the story. But then in the back half of season 6, he's like, you know what? Other people will take the reins, so I got to wrap up a lot of storylines really quickly. For example, the Q thing just being shut down quick, fast, and hurry. And it feels like, okay, in the first half of the season, Danni and Preston are going to make it official. But then in the back half, Danni's going to go back to her old ways where she is brushing Preston off, rushing out of the apartment, not communicating with him, and, seeing other people. Because, to be honest, even though I think Preston should have been left, since he and Danni really just weren't working, it just feels so off-putting to have Destin fizzle out. Because you think about it, after they made it official, and correct me if I'm wrong, they made it official, Preston's like, hey, screw the dinner I cook, we're going to go out. They go out. They go back home. She gets him to, take a hit or two from her pen, and he's high. Left at home all day. She's out, gets asked out by another guy. She goes on the date with Andy, and then it turns out the other guy's there. So basically, her boyfriend is, coming down from that high. You haven't called him, you haven't checked in on him, and then when you get home, because in the promo for next week, we see things aren't, looking pretty good for these two. Danni's on her phone in the bathroom. Preston gets up and comes in there. This is when she first gets home. It looks like they don't talk about what happened that day or where she was. And then the next morning, he's like, hey, why are you in a rush to get out of here? I just want to beat traffic. No, she wants to get to work fast so she can see Tony. So here we are with Danni just throwing Preston into the mud. And it's like, I feel bad because the writing is just rushing. But at the same time, I'm like, this is why Preston should have just took his ass back to Texas and got with Mindy, because it ain't going to work. There is no way these two will make it. And even worse is when Tyler had Preston propose to this chick. It's just awful the way that Danni is going to be written through this, because I'm just going to give her the side eye the whole time. Like, wow, I mean, you're the one who said, I think me and you should give us a try, give us a try. Because now it's like you truly were using Preston. The only reason you let him stay was because you were afraid of Jonah coming back. And didn't that ex-wife of his warn her that he would, try to come back because he got out on bail or something like that? So, I don't know. It just seems to me like Danni is doing Preston so bad. And he deserves better. So this is just me yet again saying that he needs to be put in Zatima as, one of Zach's friends, because Sistas has done this character so damn dirty. And Danni ought to be ashamed of herself, because yeah, she's there for Andy, and her being at the booth with Sabrina and those two guys, that's not that bad. They're just talking. But the fact that she agrees to go on another date with Tony, yeah, it's all three of the girls going together, but at the same time, she's still agreeing to go out on a date with this dude, despite the fact that she has a boyfriend at home. And it feels weird because for so long in this show, none of these characters have been in full relationships. I'm not talking about sleeping around or spending the night with each other, but yeah, Danni is in a relationship that she asked for, and now, not even 24 hours later, she's with another guy. And here we are, her being flaky with Preston like she was in late season 2 and especially in season 3, where she's hiding stuff from Preston. Because in episode in one or two episodes from now, the synopsis is Danni avoids a awkward or serious conversation with Preston. Pretty much, she's going to let Preston stay at her place while she's out with some other dude, avoiding conversations with him and leaving him confused as hell. Dude, get your boots, get your cowboy hat, and get the hell out of there. You do not need to be there. You deserve way better than this chick. I don't know. It's just messed up. It really is. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Preston deserves far better. Put him in Zatima. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.